Louie C. the MaYor checking in. Let me tell you, boys, a lot of stuff going on. Like I tell people, boy, they don't make it easy around here. Every day is something new going on. My job out here is to come and tell y'all what's really going on, and I'm gonna go in hard today, blood raw, let you know what's really popping. Because, like I said, my job is to get information out. And please don't call us on no live, because when we on the live, I was talking about this today. It's like Channel 10. Do you ever see Channel 10 answer a phone call when you're on the live? No, they got to keep bringing the news in. So, so y'all got to tell me I'm available 24/7, just not when I'm on the live, though. So it's all good. Thank you all. FloridaKeysInjury.com, accident lawyers in the Keys, 302 Southern Street. It's real simple. If you have an accident in the Keys, FloridaKeysInjury.com, them boys are going to get you straight. Advanced Urgent Care Key West Marathon in Key Largo. If you need health care and you want to pay on the cheap, Keys Cares with 2Ks.com, $89, you good to go. So that's brand new from Dr. Burrows, and he really did a good program. So if you want more information, just go to Keys Cares. And when you're hungry, instead of going to the same old places for Cuban food, Paradise Restaurant, Have You Found Paradise, 124 Duval Street, man. This food is very good. So today, man, oh man, boy, time flies. We are at podcast number 149. Tomorrow we're going in at 150. Shout out to who is Michael Knowles. That boy big on Facebook. Mike said he getting bleeped off the map with requests coming in. Mike Knowles big right now. So make sure you check that in with Mike Knowles and friend request him. Is all good. I'm going to give a shout out to the girls volleyball team. They got a playoff going on today, 7 o'clock. Go to their Facebook page for the girls volleyball, and they're going to have the game live. Shout out to Donnie Barrios doing big things. All up. Unfortunately, I don't think that we're going to air the show tonight on Wild 927. We didn't have a hurricane, but we had a lightning strike over at the station, so all stations are out. Engineering's on it, trying to make it happen, but right now things are not looking good. So unfortunately, we might not be rocking and rolling today. So we're gonna keep it all the way in right now. Shout out to Chris Valdez, was at the school today. Them boys are on top of the game, man. These people really are on top of the game at Key West High School. Very impressed out there. I got Jack Norris checking in. Thank you for the watching the program today. And Michael, that's who I see on my screen. Who else you got over there?
Okay, let's see. We got Red Tater.
See, I ain't seen Red Tater yet.
We got Carrie Gint Nicholson.
Who?
Carrie Nicholson.
Okay.
And
Carrie or Carol?
Carrie,
what's going on?
And you already got
everybody else?
Yeah, you got everybody else.
Okay, because see, on my screen, I'm seeing Valdez, Jack Norris, and 3 others.
Oh, and then you got KC.
My man KC checking in. All love. So listen, I'm going to really get to the point today because I don't like miscommunication. I don't like foolishness. So today, we're going to talk about what is going on with Fantasy Fest. In just a minute, we're going to get into that. Also, I want to give a shout out to my man Poppy Stoker. Please go to that man's GoFundMe page on Facebook. He's got a serious medical situation going in, and please donate to that. This is a good man, a young man, and he's got some issues going, so I seen it for the first time today, so please go take care of that man. Tomorrow, comp football, pandemic or no pandemic, we cracking helmets out there for the comp football game. Unfortunately, not everybody could go to the game. You must have a ticket, and they ain't making no exceptions. This is nothing bad from Key West High. This is just a protocol for COVID. Senior night, shout out to the class of 2021 doing big things. So you all keep at it. It's been rough, but we good to go. So let me tell you where I'm at on my Netflix series. One day I'm gonna have a Netflix series. When I come out there, I'm gonna hit double platinum. We've been working on that for a while. We ahead of the curve over on this side. I don't know what curveballs at the Conks, they throw curveballs over there for the baseball team. We ahead of the curve, which means we are bounds and leaps ahead of what's going on with any pandemic. So what I like to say is that very shortly I'm gonna call the pandemic and say it is what it is, and basically you have to live with COVID. There's no way around it, and fantasy vaccine might come out, might not. So unfortunately, this is the times we live in. I do not agree with anybody stating that we're going to have a second wave. I'm not a scientist. Nobody really knows that. Now, I will say that numbers will go up and they'll fluctuate, in my opinion. But you have to live with it. If you don't want to live with COVID, you go ahead and go to your house. Go ahead and shut the house down. Like, for example, you walk in the house, never go out of the house again. Have everything you need at the house. You'll never have a problem. I guarantee you. Now, how many people in the world could do that? That's the only way to be COVID-19 100% good. There's no other way to do it. So if you're going to be around one person, two people, 5 people, whatever, you take a chance. So that's basically where I'm at with that. Let me see what I got on the roll call over here. So I got Donnie Barrios checking in. That boy's serious with them conch volleyball playing again. Check him out. 7 o'clock. Oh, that girl Tangela. Tangela, speaking about the house, you still locked down there like Fort Knox? What's going on? Which Julius checking in. I got Chardner checking in. Mikey Story. What's going on? Mikey Story, a full-fledged 305 conch gangster. Curry Blackwell checking in. Let me see what that boy Red Tater talk about. It is what it is for sure, Louie. The numbers are suspect at best. You have to plan to beat feet to Dr. B in case. Okay, well, let me tell you, talk about being ahead of the curve. And now you brought up Dr. Burroughs. So I don't know what curves they do anywhere else. I know curves I'm affiliated with. This is with the curve that we do. We get ahead of the curve. So for example, you go to the doctor. I'm gonna keep it blood raw and everything I love today. You go to the doctor, right? You pull up. They said, I lost a sense of taste. I got a fever. Talk, walk. It looked like it's COVID. Right away, boom. Once they check you out and you meet the protocol, can you please give this person a script of ivermectin? They test you. Test result come back. Let's say for a miracle it came back and it said, nope, you're negative. That ain't gonna hurt you none. Now, if it came back positive, most people that we doing within 72 hours, you rocking and rolling. Like rock and roll music, you rocking and rolling. Now, let's say you go somewhere else that don't follow this protocol, right? You check in, listen, I lost my sense of taste and I got a fever. So they're gonna tell you, okay, well, what you do is you got to quarantine for 14 days, stay hydrated and go home. Now, explain to me, why the hell would you want to quarantine for 14 days where if something knocked something out in 3 days? Now, some of y'all like Donald Trump, some of y'all don't. This is why we call it America. I don't give a damn what anybody talk about. A man rocking and rolling in 4 days. He tested 2 negatives. Now, we ain't privileged like the president. He got about 118 doctors. The fact is, the man rocking and rolling back to it. You see what I'm saying? I'm not endorsing the man. I said this is what it is or whatever. Now, if you don't want to have a chance of catching COVID and the president, I wouldn't care if it was the president, whoever it is still your right. Nobody put a gun to your head and told you to attend a rally. If you attend a rally and they have 1,000 people and you came out with COVID-19 because you went to the rally, whose fault that is? You should have gone to no rally. You should have stayed your ass home or whatever. So this is blood raw. I don't know what else to tell you. All this little hype, don't be scared. There's an old song by Public Enemy, don't believe the hype. I ain't believing no hype. I don't think we're going to have any type of vaccine anytime soon. And yes, numbers will go up. Now let's get to the point. Fantasy Fest 2020. I already got, I'm already saying 2021 because I'm already over this year, right? So let me give y'all blood super raw right now today. 1,000,000%, not 100, not 100,000, not 500,000. 1,000,000%, a whole bunch of people coming down this week, right? So there's no way around that. The roads are open. They ain't shut down the airways, so people coming in for Fantasy Fest. What does that mean? Let's see if I don't know, some of y'all might have went to rocket scientist school. I went to the school of hard knocks with basic math. So if 20,000 people, 10,000, whatever the amount of people come into a city, right? And there's a lot of people out, and you go out on the streets, your probability is probably higher at catching COVID. Now, if you wear a mask, that limits it, but this is what it is. So if you don't want to be around that, Once again, stay your ass home. Don't go downtown. Don't be in the bar turned up. Don't do none of that or whatever. That's all we can do. But I am 100% against anybody who does not is not in favor of tourism. So if you have a problem with that, then that's your business. I'm for tourism. I don't care what type of tourism it is. Fantasy Fest, the Jazz Festival came in town. Garth Brooks came in town from country. I don't care what it is. Now, y'all could disagree with me. Come on in and we're going to get it started. So that's how I feel. So first thing I want to tell y'all is that there's definitely a whole bunch of people. Not like a little bit going to come. I'm talking about hotels are on swole. Hotels are 100% on swole. Cars coming through. Groups of 28 coming through. This is what it is. Having said that, don't panic. Go about your business. Wear a mask, distance, wash hands. That's all we can do. Matter of fact, I'm tired of watching the news. I might not watch the news for 2 weeks. I'm tired of that, man. There's just too much stuff going on. Okay, and like I said, we welcome people with open arms to paradise. Fantasy Fest has been canceled. So now we have what we call laws of the United States, right? So they make laws. If you break the law, they arrest you, right? So I'm going to tell you what the business is. Number one, any establishment that is a private establishment, like a bar, for example, can do any party that they want to, right? If they wanted, like if I wanted to do one of my parties, let's pick one, the ABC party. Anything but clothes, that's what it's called, right? So let's say I want to do that party this year, which I'm not going to do any of my parties. I could do that. It just can't be trademarked under Fantasy Fest because the name is trademarked. So they could sue you, and nobody should use that name unless you're officially affiliated with Fantasy Fest. These are the rules. Having said that, nobody can stop no bar from doing no party. That's just the bottom line, the meats and potatoes or whatever. So if you have a problem with a party happening with a whole bunch of people, stay your ass from around the bar. Stay home, stay on the sidewalk, go to the park, go down Sugarloaf, down the street down there where there's no people or whatever. Be away from people for the whole week. Stay your home, padlock. There's nothing we can do about that. I'm told you, I'm going in blood raw today. The plane will come to a stop. So Mike Knowles, get ready. I'm about to go in with these people. Henry, what is going on? Let me see. So hold on. Mike, I lost my place here. So let me see what is popping. Okay, so I got, let me see. Damn, man, so I lost, so now this thing acting up. So tell me who you got on there. I only got to Red Tater. It says Red Tater gonna drop it like a SEAL team, mask in hand, respect. Red Tater don't mess up. Georgie Valdez, happy Goombay weekend. Goombay weekend in spirit. We still gonna say happy Goombay weekend, even though there's no official Goom. I need you to take me down from George Valdez because my thing over here tripping. So you got a lot of people in there.
Yeah, we missed Carrie Nicholson. She said hi, Louie.
Okay.
Now let me see George Valdez. Here we go.
That's the last one I got on there. So you got to tell me all the people that I missed. Wow. Yeah, you're gonna have to go.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, we got this story. Okay, we got Natasha Thornton.
Right.
John Eller.
Gotcha.
Nikki Rogers.
Gotcha.
Henry G. Franklin.
My man Henry.
And now I'm going down here. John Gibb.
John Gibb.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Johnny Taylor.
Taylor, what's going on, my man?
James Hill.
James. Okay.
Mario Lott.
Mario Parking Lot, my dog.
Richard Guzman.
Okay, Richard, number one historian on baseball and all sports in the building. I got you.
We already got our buddy Red Tater. We got Ashley Sabron.
Okay, Ashley in the building. If you can't pronounce their last name, just give them by the first name.
All right. Claretta Garcia.
Got it.
Jorge Valdez. Yeah, you got him.
Okay.
Pamela Hershey.
Okay, I'm caught up now. Okay, Pamela, what's going on? Hey, Pamela.
Is that more, dude?
No, I got a couple I can see now.
Okay.
Now, let me ask you a question. After Pamela, you see Eric?
Yeah.
And then Pamela again?
Yep.
Is that what you got?
Yep.
Okay, so we caught up there. All right, they don't make it easy on the Facebook, boy. I got to get my man Mark on the phone, man. This thing is crazy. Yeah. So check it out. So also I'm doing a city roll call, and there's all this hype about people acting reckless. I went to Miami. I ain't seen nobody acting reckless with masks. Pamela, are they acting reckless in Minnesota? Yesterday, Las Vegas checked in. They said there was no reckless going on there. So I'm just trying to get to the meats and potatoes. Eric, April, we're coming on vacation and planning things. It will be a great time. Absolutely. So come on down. Don't believe anybody that tell you that we ain't going full throttle out here in Key West. Matter of fact, if you see that, they lied to you. So we still turned up all the way down there. So now I'm going to get to the real, Pamela, comps don't like no 39 in Minnesota. So who has Michael Knowles?
Yep.
The last one I got on my list, I want you to bear with me and check in, is I see Carrie is the last one. Carrie says reckless in Milwaukee. Sad, okay, said Milwaukee checked in as reckless. Milwaukee, y'all need to get it together. And the next one, I got Carrie again. You got anybody after Carrie?
Let's see. You got Carrie again, which she's saying we are a super hot zone.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's about it.
How many cases in Milwaukee, Miss Carrie, if you allow me? And then I just got Nikki Rogers say no max mandate, no reckless here in Polk County. Polk County checking in. So right now, let me write that down. The only city that we got that's reckless in the United States is Wisconsin. For some of y'all that don't know me, my name Louie C. the MaYor. I've been at this for a long time. We had to do a podcast because it was needed, and here we are. We're in the podcast business now. So do me a favor on the YouTube, hit the subscribe button right over here. Boop! Hit the notifications button right over here on Facebook. Boop! And if you want to reach thousands, sponsor my show inbox. I'll make sure you reach thousands of people. Pamela said no, and Carrie said thousands of cases. So now I'm going to get to what nobody want to talk about. So now we got an issue going on with nudity, body painting, and what's going to happen. Okay, so I had to do my due diligence and check what the statute said. And I hate to tell y'all this. The statute is very, very liberal on what it says. So I'm going to tell you how I interpret it. If you walk around the streets and you cover your privates, you're within the law. So I don't know who think that if you body paint and your privates are covered, there's anything you can do about it. The law says you can't. Now, am I saying for people to come out here and get butt naked and go roam the whole city? I'm not saying that. I'm just giving y'all what the law said. And I just want people to have a good time. I'm going to tell y'all again, in case y'all got me confused, that any tourism come out here, I'm going to welcome. I don't care if they're from Wisconsin, they come from Polk County, they come from the Bahamas, even if they come from Cuba, I'm going to welcome them right here to Paradise. That's why we one human family. So if you don't want to deal with people in tourism, the Key West, once again, stay home, board up the house like you do a hurricane. Get a generator, don't put it inside, put it on the outside, stock a whole room. Like if you really big baller, stack a whole room for a year, never come out the house again, and you won't have a problem. Like I said, we're going to keep it ahead of the curve over here. Gandalf, Richard, Gandalf is a living legend, man. That man, he said Gandalf stole the show yesterday. That's why, see, I put a team together. I'm like the Conks. I'm trying to win state national championships and go worldwide like Mr. 305. So why do you think I got that man as a sports information director? He's stronger than Steven Smith. That man's strong. That's who I call, hey, Joey, what's the business? Now, I disagree. He don't like Miami teams. You know, I'm Miami 305. But this is another thing, boy. Y'all see, there's strands out there. You know, some people smoke some stuff. I go on what I call natural strands. When I catch a natural strand, like I'm on today, it's a problem. I'll do any type of dope drugs, but I'm just natural. So today I'm on a good strand, so I'm going to go all the way in. I'm going to keep it super blood raw. So let me tell you this. So when you hire a person, like I said, y'all caught me on a good day today. When you hire a person for a job, right? Maybe I'm confused, right? Person come in for a job. You interview the person. Do you ask that person if they're Republican, Democrat, or Independent, or what party they come from? Or do you just base that person's application on their ability to do the job? So I don't understand because that's how I do it. I wouldn't care if the person's black, green, orange, purple. If they're the best qualified person for the job, then I hire that person. So y'all know I'm going to be in politics all the way official soon, right? So that's coming. So let me tell y'all how simple it is with me. If you expect me, I'm talking, let's say I go big on the national level, because the local, we know what it is, right? And you expect me to vote down the party line, well, you got the wrong candidate. Whenever the issues are, and what's right for the country, that's what I'm going to do. I wouldn't give a damn if a Democrat came up with it. I wouldn't give a damn if a Republican came up with it. I'm going to do what I need to do. You see what I'm saying? Because that's basically how I was brought up. It's not about, black and white. It's about wrong and right. So that's the way, it should be. So my point to this whole thing is that just go with the person that's doing the best job for the country or whatever you do. Live that philosophy. I don't do parties. I don't even know I don't even want to care what party you're from as long as you bring something to the table. So that's basically it. Now, if anybody got any question on this stuff about this body painting, nudity, the whole 9 yards, or anything on Fantasy Fest, come on in. And let me tell you, I'm going to keep the spirit of Fantasy Fest alive. Go to Fantasy Fest celebrity parties. We're going to start tomorrow, and we're going to go ahead and put a lot of stuff up there. So like that, y'all can see what's going on. And like I said before, I welcome all tourism. Let me see. Mike, this is what I got on my side. Let me see what's really popping. I don't want to hit this thing no more because every time I hit it, something go haywire. Thank you, Richard. I hope you're feeling better, Bubba. John Ellisworth, what is going on? My man, Mary Guzman says, amen. Vega Manny is watching Red Tater. Boy, that boy don't quit. I wanted to drink a beer with Joey. Let me tell you about Gandalf. So Gandalf, he didn't drink back in the day. Now he drinks. When he drink, boy, that boy turned up. And that boy liked to dance. He like MC Hammer's cousin. So that boy's serious on that dance. So I got Jennifer Lynn over here. I got Rashad in the building. I got Brandon Queen in the building. Boy, that Tater's still out. He says, Louie, that's the way it used to be. How can we get back to that? I don't know, but the nation's completely, whatever is happening is not working. So I don't believe in voting for a person just because they're partying. And I hate to say this. Y'all know the gangs. There's a couple gangs in California, right? This is just what it is. There's the Bloods and there's the Crips. So let's say I'm a Blood and Michael's a Crip, right? So I come up with a good idea, man, about some stuff that we're going to do. Do you think the Crips are going to stand behind that? You think they're going to go against it, right? So vice versa. So say that Michael Knowles and the Crip gang come up with something. We Bloods, we ain't going to deal with that. So what happens is, this is just two different gangs. One's Republican, one's Democrat. But they just wear suits. But they're not going to agree with each other for the majority of the time. Now, if you have a person that can bring people together on both sides, that's the person that we need. James Hill, Key West needs a bump in the economy. Also, thank you so much. So what happens is that we've been struggling down here. Shout out to Ron DeSantis, because if it was for our administration, they wanted to shut us down for a curfew to October 21st. That was 2 months ago, but we had to flex our muscle and outvote people. First we outvote you, then we vote you out of office. That's the way that we operate. Minority rule, COVID don't change that. And that's basically what it is. Anybody else want to come in here? What do you guys think about, the non-official Fantasy Fest? If you come in here late, I'll tell you this, people are coming. Hotels are full. If you don't want to be around people, stay home. And over here at Louie C. the MaYor Entertainment, we are ahead of the curve. The only curve I'm seeing is the head of the curve and the curveball over at the Key West Conk baseball field. Thank you, Florida Keys Injury Lawyers, accident lawyers on the Keys. Go to FloridaKeysInjury.com at 302 Southern Street. Locals taking care of locals. Advanced Urgent Care, Key West Marathon and Key Largo, now offering affordable health care with Keys Cares. That's with 2 Ks at $89. Let me tell you something. In the pandemic, and you don't have insurance, and insurance is going to go up, best thing you could do is go to the affordable health care. Get some affordable health care at Advanced Urgent Care. $89 will get you good to go. And Paradise Restaurant, have you found Paradise right here at 124 Duval Street? And like I said earlier, unfortunately, we're not going to be rocking and rolling today, it looks like, unless engineer fixes this problem. At the station with Wow 92.7. Shout out to DJ Slice, DOS, Felix Sama, CO Episcopo. I don't think we're going to be up and running because all stations are knocked out there with Florida Keys Media. Let me see what we got. Is there no parade this year? Where will the ATL crew be hanging at? Mikey Story, my dog. So ATL, y'all might think it's in Atlanta. Mikey Story was an original ATL member. So I had that ATL before Atlanta had it. You know, I respect Jermaine Dupri, but I was ahead of them. This is a true story, right? So we're going to be out there, Michael, doing our thing, but we're not having any official parties, but we support the economy. And we're already selling tickets for Fantasy Fest 2021. But, you know, you never know when a celebrity pull up and we let you know. So, you know, we can't let all the cats out the bag because then everybody know what's happening. But let me be clear. Once again, in case I missed something. Key West, Florida, 90 miles from Cuba, is 1 billion with a B% open. Whoever told you that we not, they lying. So come on down. You tell Louie C. the Mayor on everything I love. We open. Javier says, no, I got Javier checking in. Last one I got is Javier. What you got on your side, Michael Knowles?
I got Therese. Before that, it was Teresa.
I got her already.
Okay, Javier, and then that's Javier Fazio.
That's the last one?
Yeah, and that's it.
So we caught up thinking, my man Mark at the Facebook headquarters must have heard us screaming. They said, man, get Louie C. the Mayor straight. So listen, this is what it is. I know some of y'all, you know, are a little bit intimidated, you know, with this thing. There's a lot of fear out there. Don't be scared, boy. Like Bone Crusher. I'm going to end it with this. Hold on. You know, haters still watch on, so I'm going to end it with this. Bone Crusher. There's a song called, I want y'all to, for those of y'all who don't know rap music, go type in Bone Crusher. You know what Bone Crusher say? Hold on, got one more. Ignacio, you MIA on the show, man. You scary. So let me tell you this. Once again, type in Bone Crusher, and you'll find a song that said, "We ain't never scared." You heard that? We ain't never scared. Holla!